Hello? Can you hear me?
Yes, Isaac.
Yes, thank
Yes.
you. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So you're pretty much live now on Facebook. So I would take this opportunity once again on behalf of entire team of Fatal Brains to welcome you all to this poetic gathering and basing on the line of P.B. Shelley, who is considered to be a radical in his poetry writing of his times. He belongs to 18th century, and he is an influence. He is an inspiration for Robert Browning and W.B. Yeats, Thomas Hardy, and so on. And the current theme, which is the line which is based on if winter comes, can the spring far behind? So it taken from an ode to a westland. I mean, the ode to the west wind. So let's hear from the poets what's their take on on this line. And today's program would be sharing by Dr. Parvesh Shariar. Parvesh Shariar is a scholar, and he's he's an editor in charge of Urdu publications of NCERT textbooks. He is a PhD holder, and he studied English, economics, and Urdu from Ranchi University. And he would be sharing the entire event of today. And before I would request all the poets to kindly consider mute their mics so that there would not be any disturbance, and there would be a smooth flow of function. So, and I would also request poets not to request for the earlier slots, and be seated throughout the event. And I would now hand over this mic to Dr. Parvesh Shariar, Honorable Parvesh Shariar. Sir, it's your time, and kindly take the charge and grab the mic.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Prasanna Kumar, that you have given me such a golden chance to express my experience and feelings with so many poets, honorable poets living in different parts of the world. So this is a good opportunity for me. I'm Dr. Parvez, editor Urdu, and in NCERT, I'm looking after my Urdu textbooks. And apart from that, I'm looking after some English, Hindi, and Sanskrit book also, time to time. And I am at present a member of advisory board of National Book Trust of India. I've written many books, around 12 of books published so far. And I have written a few children book also. One book as published from NBT, National Book Trust of India, that is meant for children from 10 to 12 years old. So with the changes of time, the technology also changes. During COVID-19 period, we become familiar with such kind of the webinars, which has definitely united people living across the world. So through this, we have conducted so many webinars, and this is the virtue of that COVID period, that we have come across with the poet of different languages, and they are sharing their poems by connecting language or working language, that is English. So I'm also basically Urdu poet, but I have done my English honors from Ranchi University. So I was familiar with the English literature. So I have also started writing in English so that I can reach to other poets also who are composing their poems in different languages, French, German, and Spanish, Arabic, and other languages. So after coming in contact with all those honorable poets and poetesses, I've got so many my poems which were translated by them. So I have my poems have been published 7 or 8 international anthologies, and around 20 poems have been translated into Arabic, Albanian language, and Spanish language, German, and French, apart from Hindi and other regional languages. So, come to the point, I would like to read out a quotation of P.B. Shelley, which is about poetry. So, it always comes in our mind, what is poetry? What is the function of poetry? So, P.B. Shelley said that poetry is a mirror. Poetry is a mirror which makes beautiful that which is distorted. Poetry is a mirror which makes beautiful that which is distorted. So, likewise, other big critics and poets have given their own view about the poetry. So, there is one or two quotations which is very close to my heart. I would like to share here with all of you, that Robert Frost says that poetry is when an emotion has found its thought. Poetry is when an emotion has found its thought and the thought has found words. Likewise, there is a very famous and popular quotation of William Wordsworth. I would like to share here with all of you, that poetry is a spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings. It takes its origin from emotion recollected in tranquility. So this was very famous quotation. I remember that we have used it in our examination also, when it comes that what is the function of poetry, or what is the definition of poetry. So one more quotation from Khalil Gibran I would like to share with all of you, that poetry is a deal of joy and pain. Poetry is a deal of joy and pain and wonder with a dash of the dictionary. So here dictionary means that words or dictions are also important when it comes to express our feeling and emotion, because the words are the vehicle. Words are the vehicle to carry our emotion to other people. Because without word, we cannot communicate our feeling and emotions to other people. So here diction becomes very important, and it has very important role also. So according to one's personality, everyone use their own dictions, and dictions come from one's own personality and his education background, etc. So here Wordsworth say, Khalil Gibran says that dictionary is more important here, because without diction, we cannot express our feeling and reach out to other people. Last one quotation I would like to share with all of you, that is, poetry is not a turning loose of emotions, but an escape from the emotion. It is not the expression of personality, but an escape from personality. But of course, only those who have personality and emotions known what it means to want to escape from these things. So when we used to write or compose our poem, we should try to escape our own existence. We should transfer our only feeling, which is apart from our own personality. So I don't know how far it is implicable, but it was the view of T.S. Eliot. He was a big, great critic also, and poet and dramatist also. So I think this is enough, and I would like to read my poem, my own poem, so that I can communicate my feeling and share my experiences to all of you. The title of my poem is "O Wild West Wind." It is dedicated to P.B. Shelley, and this line has taken from his ode to West Wind. So, "O wild west wind, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? No, never. Joy emerges from the seed of sorrow. Joy emerges from the seeds of sorrow. Keep it in your mind. The world is neither a friend nor a foe. The world is neither a friend nor a foe. As you sow, so you reap. Good mind, good find. Just like begets like, just like begets like, a cruel man will face cruelty, a kind meets a kind. Last stanza, troubles make us better beings. Troubles make us better beings. See that weeds turn floor when it got grind. Thank you so much for listening me so attentively, and I'm grateful to all of you that you have listened me so patiently and given me chance to express my view. Now I would like to call Miss Ekta Ahuja, if she's there. Miss Ekta Ahuja to come forward.
I'm there.
Okay. Ma'am, you are welcome. Now I would like to give you the mic, and you have to conduct further activity. So you have to call poets to read out their poem.
Sure.
Thank you.
First of all, I would like to thank Dr. Parvez for welcoming me, and congratulations to him for beginning the show event in such a beautiful way with such a beautiful words. Uh, Today's theme is if winter comes, can summer be far behind? It is a very beautiful theme, and P.V. Shelley has actually portrayed it in a very, very unique way in his poem. So in the same lines, without taking much time, I would like to call our first poet, uh, Mr. Renu Kunthamali Murali. Mr. Renu Kunthamali Murali.
Yes, madam, I am here.
Are you there, sir?
Yes, madam, I am here.
Okay, okay. The mic is all yours. Please present your verse.
Okay, ma'am. Good morning and good evening of all. So my title of the poem is, so is it audible, madam?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes.
And visible also, sir?
Murali ji, you are welcome.
Thank you,
your poem. We are waiting to listen
you.
you.
All of you have to miss me. Sir, my title of the poem is Be Optimistic. The life will be fruitful. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? The last line of the famous poem, Ode to the West Wind, written by well-known, renowned poet, romantic poet, maybe Shelley. Winter is meant for sorrows and grief. The spring is meant for pleasure and joy. Every person must be optimistic, but not pessimist. Life is a mingle of sorrows and joys. We must bear bad times as well as good times, but not lose hope and hopes. All of our sorrows and pleasures, but they do not last forever in our life. Sometimes gusty winds take place in our life. After some time, they disappear. It is natural. It's so calm. The clouds come before the rain. After some time, it rains heavily, and later on, the weather is cool and peaceful. The weather is cool and peaceful. As per Telugu calendar, there is Amavasya. It is a gloomy and dark. On the day of the Purnami, there is a bright moonlight shining. Mother gives birth to a baby with severe pain. Later on, she feels so happy while seeing the newborn cute baby. There are sorrows and joys in the world. We never be disappointed. We never be disappointed. Sorrows, troubles, difficulties, failures may occur in life, but never be disappointed. Be there and think positively to solve and overcome difficulties, hurdles, and how eagle tries to fly the high sky, facing many hurdles. So thank you very much, sir, for this given opportunity. I'm so thankful to you, Prasanna Kumar sir, and all the team of Patel. Thank you very much, sir. Thanks a lot. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Murali. Yes, it was very beautiful poem. But
thanks, sir. Thank
only
you very
this
much.
thing I have to say.
So, Mr. Renukantamali, I would definitely like to say that the essence you held up to was really it really touched the hearts, the sorrows and joys. It's really never disappointing. Everything, if sorrow is there, happiness comes behind. If happiness is there, sorrows pave their way, but again they fade. So, congratulations for the wonderful verse.
Thanks a lot, man. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thanks to everyone. It's an awesome. Thank you.
So now, in the same line, I would like to call poet Sitaluri Padmavati. Poet Sitaluri Padmavati. Are you there? Okay, since I am not getting, any voice, so I am moving on to the next poet as of now, but we'll wait for her. If she's there, I'll be calling her next. So next poet is Dr. Tangriela Srilatha. Dr. Tangriela Srilatha. I think she is also not there. Dr. Parvez, can you please check in your in the list if she's present as of now?
No, it seems she is not here. So we can move ahead and request some other poet to come forward and recite the poem.
So I think I'll have to move on to the next poet now. And next poet is poet Sudepta Misra. We have listened to her many times in the past, her beautiful verses. Poet Sudepta, are you there?
Yes, ma'am, I'm here. Good evening. A very good evening from India.
Good evening. Good evening.
I'm from Odisha also.
Yeah, good evening. And we are waiting for the beautiful words from you. Welcome. And
Thank
please
you.
present.
Without wasting all of your time, let me recite my poem. Okay? O human, let you all cherish your faith in love. Difficult times may break thy spirit, but don't let your courage shatter in this severe downpour. Hold your breath to be a warrior. War, violence may create a commotion. Sometimes gloom may deter the emotion, but tread along towards a victorious end. Like the falling leaves of a wilderness, let us discard our dead thoughts. By cherishing fresh beliefs, may we embrace a prophetic vision. For changing the world, may we sing the lyrics of peace. With the advent of spring, may God bless this mankind. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Let the trumpets of serenity blow to alter this world into paradise. Oh, complete.
Wow, good.
Done. It is done.
Short and spicy.
Thank you, ma'am.
We may clap also so that everyone can see that the poem is being appreciated by the listeners. So, Sudepta, congratulations for presenting such a beautiful poem.
Thank you. May God bless all. Thank you.
So, poet Sudipta, as always, you have presented and held the essence so nicely to the poem and used the line, if winter comes, can spring be far behind, in a very, in the best way it can be. And really, if somebody has courage, then that is the best asset one can have. The person never loses in his or her life if he has his or her weapon as courage. Thank you so much and congratulations for the beautiful verse. And next in the lines, I would like to call Miss Alexandra. Alexandra, are you there?
I'm here. Just sharing my screen.
Yeah, hi Alexandra.
Serious research work. Yeah. So at the beginning, I wrote a hypothesis.
Can you see the graphics
it's
going
less
by?
than a thesis. This is a thesis. validated. Hypothermia. Hypo is less than, it's half. So you can formulate hypotheses, that's okay. You can formulate elements that are weaker,
I can't hear. What did you
that are
say?
less than a thesis. But then in
Okay,
order
shall I
to
start?
reject or accept, you
Yes,
need to run your analysis. You must deep dive, I don't know, collect data, deep dive on certain data sets,
I
yes,
really
collect
don't
new data,
understand.
run
I can't
interviews.
hear what you're saying.
Does it
Shall
make
I
sense?
start
So
reading
when
the
we
poem?
talk about hypothesis testing, it is okay. It is okay to formulate, to brainstorm
Kumar, shall I start?
hypothesis. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
But please do not
My visions
jump
are my
Prasanna sir,
torches.
someone is talking.
from
I think, I don't know. I'm not
hypothesis
able to
to
identify him,
solution.
but
Hypothesis,
the
potential
person
cause.
should mute himself.
Ishikawa
Yes,
will
that's what
place
I'm wondering.
potential cause. I think I just came. I had to cancel 2 meetings before this session here.
There's some sort of a soundtrack in the background.
Situation. It's not an emergency. It's a situation with my father.
I think
My
Alexander
father
has some
is here
issue.
in my city, and
Alexander, can you turn off
I had the
the sharing thing?
opportunity. My father is 74 years old. I had the opportunity.
I closed everything. Was that it? Was that the problem?
Yes.
Now it is,
Yeah, it's okay now.
Okay, phew. Something must have
Yeah.
started playing, sorry, on its own. Okay, so back to,
please
okay.
present over.
Okay, thank you for telling me that. This is Flying 9 from the Flying series, which I hope presents the juxtaposition between spring and winter. My visions are my comfort. Sorry, back to the start. My visions are my torture. My visions are my comfort. Turquoise visions, turquoise flying. For those whose hearts are not tired of sowing in the field of dreams. For the journey is bittersweet, half hurt, half tenderness. Like thorny milk thistle, like sweet smelling jasmine, accepting variety and different behaviors, going beyond wrongdoings and right doings, into new and more thriving harvests. My visions are my scrambling ascent. My visions are my sacred conquest. Turquoise visions, turquoise flying. For those whose hearts can admire the phosphorescent hopes of the sunset. For the journey is rugged, half uphill, half downhill, like bare time in the winter cold, like bees gathering nectar from spring blossoms.
Beginning of its.
Evoking the rain's lament and the sun's caress. Going beyond unpleasant and pleasant reactions, onto new and even higher peaks. My visions are my futile mirages. My visions are my sweetest oases. Turquoise visions, turquoise flying. For those whose hearts are refreshing fountains of muses' songs. For the journey is uncharted, half tempest, half tranquility, like a wavy turbulent sea on a windy day, like crystal serene waters under the shimmering sun, sailing over low and high tides, going beyond traumatic and fond memories into new and longed for harbors. My visions are my lightning duty. My visions are my radiant basking. turquoise visions, turquoise flying. For those whose hearts shine brightly through storms, where the journey is evolving, half empirical, half innate, seeing what I encounter, seeing what I know, painting the world in dark and iridescent hues, going beyond detrimental and beneficial beliefs into new and more exquisite rainbows. Our visions are our unmanifested ashes. Our visions are our golden wings, golden visions, golden flying. Thank you.
Wow. Alexandra, I think the words would be less to describe your poem. It was such a deep poem. Are you able to hear me, Alexandra?
Oh, yes, yes, I can. We had a few mishaps during the reading, sorry.
That's fine. With technology, these things happen sometimes. So I would definitely say, firstly, I would like to say that turquoise vision and turquoise flying. So you used it in such deep essence, and the golden visions and golden flying. I think it was a wonderful poem, and it described, it touched the heart. It was like we are flying high up in the sky. I loved your poem.
Thank
And
you.
I would definitely like to say, Alexandra, next time you can use a bit bigger font, so it will give a more effect to your poem.
A bigger, sorry, what? A bigger?
The font size, the words.
Oh, the font, okay. I didn't want to take up the design space, so because I'm a visual poet, so I want the design also to show, but thank you for the...
Yes, Alexandra, I will also say the same thing and suggest you that you should increase the point size of the sentences, okay?
Okay.
It will not hamper your designing, but it will increase the readability, because we are seeing, watching, viewing this on our mobile set. So that becomes so small that it is not readable. So if you will double the size of the font, no, then that will be readable. So we can enjoy that way also. And I think turquoise is a very good symbol you have used here, because in some tribe of the world, turquoise is taken as a sacred animal that is very prosperous for who take care of the turquoise. So turquoise vision and turquoise eyes you have used in your poem. That is marvelous. I would like to thank you for your such a nice presentation and sharing your thought and feeling through this poem. The poem is also marvelous. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Pravai. Thank you.
Okay, Alexandra, thank you from my side as well for sharing the beautiful verse.
Namaste.
Namaste. So
Namaste.
next poem, next poet I would like to call is Miss Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there?
Hi. Just
Yes, Ekta. We have to welcome honorable guest or honorable guest.
Excuse me, sir. Before that, we have Padmaji here with us. So kindly ask her to recite a poem.
Okay.
Should I go ahead?
Just wait for a while, Jennifer. Padmaji is there here with us. Later, Lakshman Rao would be, Dr. Lakshman Rao would be addressing. And okay, go ahead, sir.
Can you tell the
Padmavati.
poet? Okay, it's okay. Dr. Parveen, you can go ahead.
Yeah. No, she has to read out her poem, serial number 2, Miss Selaturi Padmavati. If she is there, let us
I'm here.
listen her and ask her to request her to recite her poem.
Okay. Sir, am I audible? Am I audible, sir?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. Good evening, sir, and good evening, everyone. The title of my poem is "The Season is a Reason for Life." The blessings of nature in spring rejuvenate zeal. Preceding season ever enthralls me with its reel. The parched earth fills with the beauty of scenery and brings cheerful smiles and lots of greenery. See those leafless branches and skidding cars. To roam around the parks, the naughty kids spar. Frozen lakes with no tides depress me for a while. Sports are ignored by the energetic youth hostile. With hopelessness, despair, and depressing mood, to the beauty all around in the winter, I'm glued. The dewdrops, like whitish pearls, warmly greet. The chilly brownish earth kisses my tender feet. Life on the earth appears difficult at a time, but inspiring hope to move further is prime. Spring certainly springs the energy to run, and winter welcomes pleasantly everyone. Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Wow. Thank you, Padmavati ji, for your poem. Season is a reason for life. It's a beautiful poem which encourages us. And here you have seen the winter in Indian context. So in Indian context, winter is not so harsh as compared to Western countries, cold countries. So you have taken the good aspect of winter also. That's a good thing here in your poem.
Thank you,
I congratulate you.
Thank you.
For your poem.
Sir.
Ikta ji, if you'd like to add anything.
Yes, I will. For this lap, wonderful verse, poet Hitaluri. When I read this poem, I found that the poet actually uses the winter in its own context. He has actually used different kind of poetic tools, and he has personified wind. So I would say that it was a beautiful verse in a beautiful voice of yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Ekta. Thank you.
And Prasanna ji, do I have to now?
You can continue up to 10, ma'am. You could continue up to 10, ma'am, and meanwhile you could ask Lakshman Rao sir to, you could introduce Lakshman Rao, Dr. Lakshman Rao, and ask him to address.
I'll go ahead with the list then. Thank you. So next, I think I called poet Jennifer. Jennifer.
I'm sorry, you're getting wrong. Ektaji, it's time to Lakshman Rao to address the event.
Yes, if Dr. Lakshman Rao is there, he is today our honorable guest. So I would like to request him, please come forward and address us address the audience. Dr. Rao, are you there?
Yes, sir. Good evening, everybody. Am I audible, sir?
Yes, please.
Yes, good evening, everybody. And first of all, thanks to Mr. Prasanna Kumar, sir, for giving me an opportunity. And everybody over here.
Dr. Lakshman, I would like to introduce a little bit for you. I hope. Yeah, sure. Thank you so much. I may go off the video. So I would like to read a few lines about Dr. Lakshman Rao, Mr. Lakshman Rao. So Mr. Lakshman Rao has done his MA Lit English. He has been pursuing poetry for the last 2 decades. He has been a poet who is in constant touch with the world literary forums, actively participating in most of the Facebook poetic groups. He has won several accolades and awards within the country and abroad as well. His poems have been published in Poets International magazine and other publications. He has brought in his debut, The World Within, and translated his demised friend, The Secret Scriptures of Life, Jeev Rahasalipi in Telugu. I think he will be telling more about it himself. Sure. I have only one line about it. Okay. Mr. Rao is very organic poet in the sense he is neither mechanical in his thought process nor in creating his creative content. It just flows for him and further. His ideology towards his poetry is like he weaves and versifies his poetical themes in and around the poet, the poetry and its devices most of the times. Though he has tried his hands in several forms and patterns, he innovates with many themes and several rhyme schemes. Yet he is still fascinated with sonnet form and pattern, for even his free verse find its resemblance in sonnet pattern. He is also an entrepreneur who owns his publication house, Verismith Publishers, based out of Bangalore, India. It was a small introduction about Mr. Lakshman. And as I came to know that through this introduction only, I came to know that you use sonnet very often, and this theme I think will fit into the form which you love to compose poems in. So that's, now please just come forward. I welcome you and present your beautiful verse and speak few words. Thank you.
Cool. Thanks a lot, Ekta. Thanks a lot. Thanks, Mr. Prasanna Kumar, again for bringing me up to the dais. And I believe like most of my friends, even Sai is over there, Mildred Paul is over there. So thanks a lot for everyone for bringing me forward on this occasion. Well, before I go ahead, I would like to say some words about P.B. Shelley. P.B. Shelley was an independent will, a freely owned and fiercely occupied mindset sort of person. He was very much rebellious and a rebellion sort of person. Being in his youth, in the youth form, he was taken away by love and he eloped with his girlfriend. He came into the social media in the sense like the press, the movement at that point of time, and he wanted to bring in a new renaissance in the social form. So that was P.B. Shelley in just a brief, in small introduction. So should I go ahead with my poem or else in interpretation with that of his poem? Hello, Ekta.
Any which way, sir.
Okay, I feel okay. So P.B. Shelley, if we understand this very line, first the couplet where he says like the trumpet of prophecy, oh well, if winter comes, can spring be far behind. He is bringing in the wind is bringing the trumpet of prophecy, as in is clear and loud, is loud and clear in the sense like is coming with the wind, saying it through. Like if winter comes, can spring be far behind? In the sense like if adversities takes place, can the happiness or bliss be far behind? When something goes wrong, will that be the end, or else if something good will take on? So that's the main concept of this Shelley's theme and ideology of this, especially 2 lines, which forms the crux, or the couplet of the poem, which gives the final touch, which gives the finishing touch of the poem. If you see Keats, like beauty is all you need to know, like there are certain lines. So even T.B. Shelley wanted to use this sort of climaxes, finishing touch to his poem. So that is how he framed this last lines, as if winter comes, can spring be far behind. So based on those lines, I have come up and I have composed this poem of mine. So you'll feel very much connected to it. So I'll just go ahead here. Well, it's my take on the lines. I just titled it as my take on the lines. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Okay, here it goes. When love is in the air, won't the vibes arise? When love is in the air, won't the vibes arise? I long for the lovable feel in and around. I long for the lovable feel in and around. That's something beautiful, awesome to apprise. In its madness, having insane senses surround. In that madness, having insane senses surround. When thoughts strike, can the pennings be far behind? When thoughts strike, can the pennings be far behind? The hand that comes with ease is as a straw caught in storm. The hand that comes with ease is as a straw caught in storm, which flows as words through the inkings of the mastermind. Which flows as words through the inkings of the mastermind. That's the impulsive mood, the intuit of the instinct warmth. That's the impulsive mood, the intuit of the instinctive warmth. Even the darkness ceases when the light enlightens. When the darkness ceases when the light enlightens, everything decays as they pave way for the fresh to spring. Everything decays as they pave way for the fresh to spring. As I carry not the carcass of my body, as I carry not my carcass of the body, while the soul through it, I ignite as I inspire. I ignite as I inspire. I move as a moment with the bard beats. If the camouflage clouds collide, doesn't the drizzle downpour? Does the thunder makes a noiseless noise as lightning goes blank? Does the thunder make a noiseless noise as lightning goes blank? Will the sounds of silence secretly escape the winter whispers? Will the sounds of silence secretly escape the winter whispers? When the gloomy despair sinks, won't the woeful faith emerge? Won't the woeful faith emerge? Here I come with my couplet, the final touch. Everything follows the form of the former to that of the latter. Everything follows the form of the former to that of the latter, which comes within one's ease, to bring in the profound peace, Thank you.
Welcome.
Very good.
My throat got
very insightful speech, and we have got many things from your speech, and try to understand P.V. Shelley.
Yeah.
So I would like to quote here one quotation from Percy B.C. Shelley. The poetry is the record of best, happiest moment of happiest and the best mind. So another place he says that our sweetest songs are those tell of saddest thoughts. So such was the P.V. Shelley. So I'd like to request Ahuja to move ahead and request our honorable poets to come forward and share their poem.
Yes, I'm there. Okay. I would like to just quote one line from Mr. Lakshman's poem, I Ignite, I Inspire. I would like to ask Mr. Lakshman that it has been how many years you have been into writing? Just it is out of curiosity that I'm asking this question.
Good, that's okay. See, it might be somewhere more than 2 decades, like wherein the poetry has born with me. Like I've taken up poetry not just by hobby, it has driven me. I can say that it has driven me and it has taken over me. Okay, and I certainly feel that like it's not me like who takes up a pen and or pencil to make myself sit and write. Okay, there's something inner spirit that we feel that we have. Most of the poets may connect to this core concept, like there's certain poetic person who is embedded within you, and he makes you sit and write. That's what I feel and I go through while writing poetry. As I said in one of my poems, like when I do speak of poetry, the poet in me speaks while it's not me. When I do speak of poetry, the poet in me speaks while it's not me. So this is certain lines like, these are some catchy lines. If we are talking today about Shelley, we have this catchy phrase, if winter comes, can spring be far behind? Is it not? So this sort of catchy phrases gives a bigger impact on the poet, and he is being recognized or else known for those themes. So even I try to bring in this sort of themes or this sort of phrases, wherein like I connect to the reader to the most.
So that is wonderful. This question came into my mind just to when I just wrote this point that I ignite, I inspire. So just wanted to know that when this ignition started. So and when you got inspired.
Well, let me be honest. Like it all started with love. Honestly, like when I was in love I was in love with a girl, so I used to write some love letters, and that's how poetry took over me. But over a period of time, I just left poetry. But the poet in me, he began triggering me again and again. So he made me revive. So he didn't leave me.
Of course.
Am I visible? I'm sorry for the.
Yeah, it's visible now. It's visible now. It's visible and audible.
Some problem with my phone set. Dr. Parvez, are you able to hear me?
Yes, I am able to hear you, but not able to see you because the video is now working on my set also. So
what has happened? Actually, I was going to call poet Robert Vellen because but I am not able to. Prasanna ji, is video available? Are you able to see?
Yes, I am interrupting. Sorry, but it has some technical problem, I think.
So I would like to conclude with certain thing. If you can give me a permission. Sir, Dr. Parvez, may I speak 2 lines, please?
Yes, sure.
I'm afraid, sir, I think we could go ahead with Robert Villan, sir. I see Robert Villan is here with us and he's waiting. So, Robert.
I would. Next, I would like to call poet Robert Vellen, though I am not able to see anyone as of now due to some technical glitch. So, poet Robert, welcome. I'll be hearing you. I'll be hearing a verse. So the stage is all yours. Please present your poem.
Thank you. No problem with the technical glitch because you should hear the poem rather than see me. I have 3 granddaughters who are waiting for an outing, and I appreciate that I could squeeze in. My take on the line was that Shelley was talking about the cycle of nature. And this is a villanelle that covers both nature as well as how relationships develop. It's called Glacial Pace. The softest lands evolve at glacial pace. Rough mountains are ground slowly into hills, but tender valleys flow with light and grace. Ravines and canyons flaunt their open space, wild rivers carve, refusing to stand still. But the softest lands evolve at glacial pace. Whitewater rapids rise and beg the chase. White summits echo challenges and thrills. But tender valleys flow with light and grace. Storms rage and etch the rock face into lace. Velocity is part of nature's skill. The softest lands evolve at glacial pace. Seas surge, obliterate, and leave no trace. Whole continents submerge beneath their will. But tender valleys flow with light and grace. Both fast and slow emerge and interface. Sometimes creation's speed is what fulfills. But tender valleys flow with light and grace. The softest lands evolve at glacial pace. Thank you.
Wow.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you so much, Poet Robert. Would like to quote few words from your poem. The softest lands, wide summit echoes, tender valleys, storm rage. Such a beautiful presentation of the theme, and these words actually, your poem touched the hearts, and these words actually, this is such a beautiful way to use these words in a verse, the combination of words. Thank you so much for presenting the beautiful verse. Thanks, Robert.
Thank you.
My congratulations also, Mr. Robert. Your poem was very impressive. Beautifully you have recited it, and your presentation is excellent. So we are all getting and enjoying your poem. So it was really enjoyable for us. Thank you and congratulations.
Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Miss Jennifer. Jennifer, are you there?
Yes, thank you. Hello, everybody.
Sorry for keeping you waited. I called you before and then.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry, there's no rush. Wrote a poem based on the theme, and let us see, it's titled Winter, Oh Winter. Winter, oh winter, my Caribbean Jamaica motherland enjoys your spring-like nature. Shining green leaves, kids playing on the green, green grass. The mangoes disappear, June plums, sugarcane fragrances fill the air. Winter, oh winter, my European hometown finds you freezing my butt, even my little toes, imprisoning me in layers of sheep, llama wool clothing. In bed, shivering, I suffer the heaters not working. I so yearn for spring, drawing near to send you far, months away. Then wearing silkworm fed on green leaves clothing. Outside I can frolic lightly clothed, basking in spring's sun rays, delighting in the bumblebees flying by my face, sucking the juices of the colorful flowers in bloom. Winter, you are not my friend. Spring come, spring come, spring come. Thank you.
So nobody liked winter. Everyone liked that spring should come because winter is so harsh. It makes our lives very difficult. So this thing has come out from the winter, presented by Jennifer Garnett. So
thank you.
It's a really beautiful poem, and your presentation is marvelous. So congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Beautiful poem, Jennifer. It was short and beautiful. Really, as Dr. Parvez said, nobody likes winter. Maybe maybe due to the harshness, but it is not that harsh. Winter has its own, positive things. You can rest a lot and many other things related to it.
That's true. But in doing this comparison with spring, I wanted to bring out the harshness of the winter.
Okay.
So thank you, Jennifer. Next, I would like to call Dr. Janatha Ramanathan. Dr. Janatha?
Yes, I'm here.
Welcome, Dr. Janatha. Please present your verse.
Yeah, I'm audible. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Yes, yes.
So let me first thank Prasannaji for giving this wonderful opportunity and making our brains fertile. And so many of my friends are here, Dr. Moli, Dr. Parvez, and many are there. And this is a wonderful opportunity for us to pen poems on certain themes, the poets whom we everyday deal in the classes. And my poem's topic is Sparks of Hope. Life is a coalescence of smoothening and sweetening welter of geographical landscapes and psychological mindscapes. We fret over the misfortunes and sufferings and make life worthless. Despair and disappointment seem endless, crumbling under the mounting pressure of dejection and self-frustration. We whirl in a helpless state of boredom, always clouded with darkest and weakest faults. Moral and spiritual bankruptcy makes us morbidly tired. Streaks of optimism glimmer in the horizon to elevate us from the doom and destruction. Meddled with challenges, we confront to convince our confused hearts to live a life of unheard melodies, and to sweeten the heard melodies. Let us chase goodness and believe in the ultimate force. Let's welcome joy and condemn sorrow. Good may surpass evil, and night follow day. As spring follows winter, joy will definitely follow sorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, Janatha Ramanathan. It was a really beautiful poem, and there were so many moral values also, and very optimistic in approach. So, as you said, that joy comes from sorrow. So, there is always joy and sorrow now work together. So, we should not be disparate. We should wait and watch and hope for the better. This kind of thing comes out from your poem. Congratulations from my side.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you from my side as well, Dr. Janatha. I think I'm pronouncing your name in the right way.
Janatha Ramanathan. Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Janata, it was a wonderful verse, and the way you presented it, it felt like what would be the next line, and the excitement in the heart comes.
Thank
It
you,
was
dear.
and presentation. So next, I would like to call Dr. Mohan Lal Verma. We have heard many poems from him before. So, Dr. Mohan, are you there? Poet Mohan Lal
Dr.
Verma.
Mohanlal Verma, please come forward if you are there, if you are present here.
I think he's not there. If he comes, he will be notifying Prasanna ji. So we'll be calling him then. Next, I would like to call Dr. Kuntha Dash. Dr. Lakshmi Kanta?
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Dr. Lakshmi Kanta?
Am I audible?
Yes,
you
yes.
Am I audible?
Yes, Dr. Lakshmi Kanta, you are audible. Please present your verse.
Myself, Dr. Lakshmi Kanta Das, Head of the Department Education, Sukinda College, Sukinda. Thank you for you giving this opportunity to recite my poem. My title of the poem is Sign of Life. Life is mingled with sorrows and sufferings, which engulf the emotion of heart. An imaginary fear circulated in life, spark of joy makes the life smart. Happiness and sorrows are occasional episodes. It comes as like winter and spring. Nothing is permanent in this universe. If it is winter and everything is dying, no one faces dark clouds in life for all times. Difficult times would not last forever. There is a light at the end of the tunnel of life. One should keep patience for new flower to bloom and make the life sober. Always ignite the fuel of positivity in mind. Keep faith and endurance in difficult time. Every dark cloud has a silver glory, sparkling the life into radiant shine. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Lakshmi Kanta Das, for presenting your such a beautiful poem. And there are so many moral values, positive points in your poem. And this is a very remarkable line that nothing is permanent in our life. So everything has to change.
Thank you.
I'd like to thank you and appreciating your my poem once again. And would like to ask Ekta Ahuja. So please come and if you like add anything. So move on.
Yeah, it was no doubt a beautiful verse by Dr. Lakshmi Kanta. It was a short and crisp, and it held the theme in its best way. Congratulations and thank you, Dr. Lakshmi Kanta, for presenting the beautiful verse.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, ma'am.
And next, I would like to call Joanne Santolin. Miss Joanne Santolin. Joanne, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. Good evening, everyone. It's a pleasure to be here.
Good evening.
Hi, good evening, Joanne. Thank you for bringing, a bit, extra energy with you. Nice listening to you.
It's always been a pleasure to be with you all, and I'm very thankful to see familiar faces and great poems. So I will not take it for long, and the title of my poem is The Dum Dum Sound. And it goes like, and I was tapping my cold feet on the floor, creating a gentle dum dum sound. Chasing the winter clouds in my mind with a flickering torch I held inside. The dum dum sounds get louder as the flame licks and melt the cloud. My mind is burning the thought of sorrow as it warms my heart and brings joy for tomorrow. Once again, the dum dum sound allow me to stand, to sway, to dance, to bloom and live with bags of calm and grand. I tiptoed for once, twice, thrice, and more until I fully loosened the knot of doubt that hid on my core. Then the dum-dum sound slowly subsides. The cloud gives way of springing smile, brilliantly shining with new promises. Oh, what a dum-dum sound! The winter clouds fade and springing opportunity. The music of life carried and drawing rhythm. Fade, springing opportunity. I rise every time I fall. The dum-dum sound, the beat that can never defeat. Thank you, everyone. Namaste.
Thank you, John Santillan Amurao, for presenting your such a beautiful poem. And even more beautiful is your the way you have presented your poem, very in a dramatic way. That is highly appreciable. And throughout your poem, there is a optimistic and good messages. So the sound dam, 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 we will never forget it. So it's a really beautiful poem. Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Wow, John, you gave us, a positive liner for the day, that is damn dumb sound. The poem was, full of this positivity, and you presented it with so much energy. Wonderful, beautiful presentation and beautiful sound. So
it's a high beat. So far, it was a high beat poem, beating high.
So now moving forward, I would, though I'm done with this lab, and I would like to say that all the wonderful bards, presented their beautiful verses, holding on to the theme and using winter, wind, and spring in different shades. So in the same lines, I will conclude with one of my poem, which does not have, winter or summer or rains, but it, it is related to the theme. So I would now would like to allow myself to read the poem.
Yes, you are welcome. Please
Thank you.
Share your poem with us.
Thank you, Dr. Fazil. So the title of my poem is Overthinking. Bundles of thoughts in your mind, the yes and no, good and bad that grind, make you hollow. You forget the real smile. You forget the real good and new. You forget to embrace yourself. You forget to accept the world around you. You feel drained. People notions affect you more. You find yourself amidst of ocean and no view of shore. Your heart is wrapped with negativity. You miss seeking positivity. You start thinking of outcomes on your own. You think everything good is blown. You stop going with the flow. Even having happiness around, you feel low. This overthinking is consuming you bad. You have to be strong and don't have to be mad. You have to wake up before it is late. You have to realize you are your best mate. You can help yourself the best. Focus on positivity and forget the rest. Embrace the beauty of nature, which is full of love and compassion to nurture. Thank you so much, everyone, for listening the poem. And
it is a good thinking poem, not overthinking. Because first of all, I would like to appreciate your rhyming poem, because it sounds very good when we listen. So, and there is so many optimistic thought also. So we are in the ocean, not on the shore. Such kind of thing has come out from your poem. So this was really wonderful poem, and your style of reading is also highly impressive. So please accept my congratulations.
thank you, Dr. Parvez. And it was wonderful hosting this lab. And I would now hand over the mic to Dr. Parvez to welcome the next host. Thank you so much, everyone.
Okay. I would like to request Dr. Prasanna Kumarji. We have to now welcome Mr. Rakesh Chandra, who is today our guest of honor. So somebody should read about him if there is any biography with us. Dr. Prasanna Kumarji, are you listening me?
I'm not a doctor. Oh my God. You're making me too much. I think I could go ahead with introducing Dr. Rakesh Chandra sir, and just give me a little moment. I mean, give me a moment. Yes, Dr. Rakesh Chandra, we welcome you on the board, sir, to, thanks for gracing the occasion, and thanks for honoring the show by being a guest of honor. Rakesh Chandra, sir, is basically a former civil servant, and he got 3 collections of English poem titled Moon is Black, Circle of Life, The Sunset Musing, and a COVID diary titled Life in the Times of Corona. His English poems are found in the press in different anthologies, poetry journals, newspapers, literary supplement. He also has co-authored 3 books on law. Basically, he's an exponent and expert in law affairs, and he hails from Kanpur. So he is also a PhD holder and is a doctorate currently pursuing, and he is also from Lucknow University. So welcome Dr. Rakesh Chandra sir. We are privileged the event. It will be a great blessing for us. Thank you, sir.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes, sir, perfectly.
Yes. First of all, thank you so much for according me this honor. I hail from Lucknow, in Uttar Pradesh, India, and actually this field of poetry is, you see, almost new to me. I am only 3.5 years old in this poetry genre. I used to write poetry during my university days, but since joining this civil service, there was no time of thinking or writing something. So it was a long, huge gap of almost 30 years. Now again, I have started this writing poetry, and I really like from my heart of writing this poetry. So I think I have a lot to learn, there is a long way to go in reaching some heights in the poetry field. During my university days, I was inspired by the poets of repute, Dom Morris, then this poet from Odisha, and you see so many other poets who found place in the Illustrated Weekly of India, the famous magazine at that time. Then Khushwant Singh was the editor of that magazine. So there was a full page poetry column, you see, covering almost all the poets of India. So that inspired me to write poetry and to enter into this genre. So I started writing some poetry, but that process got stuck up. So once again, I am trying to, you see, cope up with the, you see, nitty-gritties of this poetry writing. And I think I have a long way to go, but whatever I have achieved in this 3.5 years time, I think that is, you see, that inspires me that I can go to further heights in this poetry field. So with this prelude, actually my interests are varied. Basically, I am doing, you see, PhD. I have just completed it, almost completed it. There's only one step left, and I see next month I will be awarded my PhD in law. I have written 3 books on law, and you see, in my own, you see, mother tongue, Hindi, I have penned 3 books, one on poetry, one on the, you see, pen portraits, and other. So you see, these variations. My problem is that I can't focus on only one subject or one topic. See, variety, I love variety. I have variety in the languages, variety in expressions, variety in the fields, variety on the subjects, everything. So, but my first love is English poetry, that there's no doubt. So poetry writing, whatever I have written, and you see the find place in different journals, print journals, as well as on Facebook. So with all the, you see, blessings of the poets present, to whom I, you see, offer my heartfelt evening greetings to all the poets present here, and with the hope that I will get, you see, tons of blessings from all of you, to which will more inspire me, which will more, you see, got me going. So with this hope and, you see, request, I would like to share my thought on the, you see, Shelley's famous lines. One thing I want to make it clear, that the great poets of English poetry, Shelley or Keats or Wordsworth, or you see, some later poets, they were the you see, poets of pre-industrialization era. That means there were no industry, or the industrialization had just begun. So there were, you see, the fields of inventions were only nature. And I think this is my personal view, that nature is the best teacher. You can hang on nature for the solution of your immediate problems. The problems of life have all the solutions in nature. So if you go through nature, if you study nature, if you are in tune with nature, I think that many of your problems of life will get solved. So this in this perspective, what Shelley wanted to say or wanted to express was has been, you see, reproduced, or I have tried to produce it in my poem. If you allow me kindly to express myself in this poetry.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Go ahead.
The title of my poem is Silver Linings Shine Bright. The lengthening shadows of dark finally shrink in the morn and pave the way for the bright rays of the adolescent sun. The excruciating pains and miseries of human life melt away gradually in the cool and calm winds of change, bringing a new dawn. Every cloud has a silver lining, but we often fail to see and tend to live in constant fear of losing some precious moments of joy and happiness forever. Where agony and revelry go hand in hand, they change their tenors like the changing weathers. There comes winter, bringing chill and drudgery, and it augurs well in advance the footfall of the springs to cheer up the spirits of humankind. The wheels of life are unstoppable, The wheels of life are unstoppable. Be ready to hear the music soft. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Rakesh Chandra, presenting your such a beautiful poem. The wheels of life is not stoppable, no doubt, and life go on. So winter comes, spring comes, and even agony and joy are going hand in hand. After all, the life is not stoppable. It's going on. It was really a very good poem. Congratulations from my side.
Thank you.
Prasanna ji.
Yes, sir. I think.
So
I think it's my lab. It's my turn, I feel. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Parvesh Sharia, sir. The way you are taking the program along, and thank you, Akhtar ma'am, for hosting the first lab and handing over me to the second lab. And before not without wasting much of time, Dr. Tejaswini Patel, obviously she's not here, and I would like to move ahead with Dr. Padni Prasad ma'am. Madhu iPad, kindly turn on your mic. Dr. Padni Prasad.
Can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you see me? I think it's...
No, ma'am. Kindly turn on your video.
Video. Can you see me now?
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead.
Just a second. And now am I audible?
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Am I audible? Yeah.
Yes, Madhu's iPad. So
yeah, I'm logged in from my daughter's iPad.
Okay.
I'm Dr. Padmini Prasad. Thank you, Dr. Parvesh, for such a wonderful opportunity. For me to recite the poem and to meet you all wonderful people. Actually, this is my first session, so it will be very simple compared to all your presentations. And I'm sure I have to evolve as a poet in future after listening to such wonderful artistic description of the same topic by everybody. So I'll just recite my poem. When winter comes, can spring be far behind? The sequence of joy following sorrow is akin to the cycle of eve and morrow. One always follows the other in series, but never together. Disheartened you must never be when only gloom is there to see, because the broom of tragedy will give way to peace certainly. For nature has set an example straight from the shoulder and simple. When winter derides you, spring comes to the rescue. So in distress, optimism you must seek, and let not a tear wet your cheek. So that finishes my poem. Thank you.
Beautiful poem.
Thank you, sir.
Spring always come forward to save you, protect you from the harshness of winter, and there would be no wrinkle on the cheeks. So I hope that
Thank you. Thank you. So
will be enjoy the spring
next
season.
time I will come with a better
Thank you,
poem. I hope. Thank you. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
Well, thank you, man. Thank you for presenting your such a beautiful poem. Let's optimism thrives, and let's see optimism in everything. And
thank you so much.
I'll call upon up next to Dr. Shalini Yadav. Dr. Shalini Yadav, can you turn on your mic? Dr. Shalini Yadav, You're on the frame, ma'am. Kindly turn on your mic.
Personally, I would like to intervene here because as per our given list, the next poet is Poonam Chawla Sood, I think, on serial number 13.
Oh, sorry, ma'am. Sorry, sir. Poonam Chawla Sood. Sorry, sorry, I beg your pardon. Dr. Poonam Chawla Sood. Beg your pardon.
Perhaps she is not present here.
She's here. I think she's on the frame. I'm afraid she left. Okay, moving ahead, we could call upon my Isaac Cohen.
Yes.
Isaac Cohen.
Yes. Dear Kumar and dear editor and dear all my friends. Isaac Cohen, the hope. If you are born on a corner with no road, your face fell. All opposite your eyes. Snow beach on your neck. Your hope looks far. Don't pay attention. Open your soul to see culture. West wind comes to blow you over the sky. You gave the world a nice epigram, and the word is joyful. You gave the world a nice epigram, and the word is joyful. Thank you, Isaac Cohen, Israel, and thank you, all my friends in the world. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Isaac Cohen, for recitation and presentation of your such a beautiful poem. And we all have enjoyed it fully. And this was full of optimistic values and approaches towards life. So I'd like to congratulate you once again for your such a beautiful poem. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, sir. I think it's time for break, and it's time to call upon our special guest to present and introduce.
There is some Dr. Pramod Bala.
Pramod Bala is not here, sir. So I just skipped her name, and yeah, so I could watch, on the screen who are present, who are not present. So I just have skipped it, and not move on to invite. And before that, I could introduce a little bit of her. She is none other, our very own Dr. Molly Joseph, ma'am. She is a well-known scholar, all of you know, and this is her small bio. Dr. Molly Joseph is a professor, poet, bilingual writer from Kerala who writes travelogue, short stories, and storybooks for children. She has published 14 books and 12 books of poems, a novel, a short story book for children. She has won several accolades, which includes Wordsmith Award 2019, India Women's Achievers Award 2020 and the Best English Poetry Book Poetry Book of the Year Award 2020 ALS New Delhi for her book Water Sings Over the Stones. She believes in the power of word and writes boldly on the matter that deals with contemporary themes. With her doctorate in post-war poetry, she has won Galaxy Award in experimental poetry, developing an indigenous dictions characterized as ribbon poetry, with simple words and lines flowing, coiling to approximate contemporary reality. That's Dr. Molly Joseph for you, and I request Dr. Molly Joseph, ma'am, to kindly take the charge and take the mic to address the event and pour out your graceful words. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Prasanna ji, and the very crew of fertile brains and my poet friends. You know, I can see any number of my friends here, including Padma, Jennifer, everybody. I think last night also we met in an open mic session. So many of the friends gathered here. People like Alexandra. Yes, since I am invited as a guest or not, whatever, I was hearing wonderful sessions from the previous people, but I think it is incumbent on me to speak a few words on the theme, a very relevant theme. When winter comes, can spring be far behind? Dear friends, life with its teeming layers of the unpredictable pulsates on the throes of anticipation, anxiety. It was there from primordial times when sapiens tried to emerge out as Homo sapiens by investing the major part of their life energy into developing the nerve cells of the brain. Otherwise, it would be on a par with the animals only, which obviously differentiated them from animals. Yes, man developing his thinking and expression, always negotiating the realities that confront them, evolving the resilience to upbeat all. Man always in the process of endless self-renewal, upscaling, upending. I am using the latest terms because we live in a new normal period now. Learning to live with an epidemic, or be it a war, as it happens in Ukraine, the hegemony that suffocates. Speaking out full-throated for a new worldview, giving a wide berth to all, be it in religion, ideology, concept of nation, nationality, nation building, whatnot. The clarion call is all allowed for keeping the earth pristine without molesting it much, extending kindness and care for all. Life grows into harmonious coexistence of all in the so-called multiverse, which contains so many universes. And I think I'm not broadening the topic much. Let me focus on the very relevant poet who is taken today, who is none other than P.B. Shelley, the poet of the Romantic era. He was an atheist. He was an iconoclast. He was somebody who was, going against the grain in thinking, because difference matters. Every time it matters, my dears. The different way of your approach, the different perspective you look at things, giving a wide berth to other people's opinion. I'm happy Fertile Brains was taking up this line from Shelley, which I still remember as a student. It inspired me to write so much this ode to the West Wind, so that I was the best in my university that time for that particular competition. Because it energizes you like anything. This poet, born on 1792 in West Wessex, born from UK, died in Sardinia, Italy in 1882. At the age of 29, he's a powerful poet of romanticism, engaging himself radically in all walks of life, be it artistic, political, aesthetic, philosophical. He defines in his defense of poetry, a poem is the very image of life expressed in its eternal truth. A poem is the very image of life expressed in its eternal truth. Isn't it what we get? Let's get into the feel of that poem first, and then I wind up with my small poem. O wild west wind, thou breath of autumn's being, thou from whose unseen presence the leaves dead are driven, like ghosts from an enchantress fleeing. The poem goes that way. Then it comes to the crux of the line. Oh, lift me as a wave, a leaf, a cloud. I fall upon the thrones of life. I bleed. A heavy weight of hours is chained and bowed. One too like thee, tameless, swift and proud. Make me thy lyre, even as the forest is. What if my leaves are falling like its own? The tumult of thy mighty harmonies will take from both a deep autumnal tone. Sweet though in sadness, be thou spirit fierce, my spirit, be thou me, impetuous me. Drive my thoughts over the universe to quicken a new birth. And by the incantation of this verse, scatter as from an extinguished earth, unextinguished earth, ashes and sparks. Caught up in the scene, make me a leaf, a wind, a cloud. If trumpet comes, can spring. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? Make me the trumpet of prophecy. That is what he is saying. Caught in the whirlwinds of the revolution, French Revolution, and especially shocked by the Peterloo massacre, Shelley wrote in his poem, The Mask of Anarchy. These kinds of scintillating verses, I would say. And that's what we need these days. That's the need of the day. I think Fertile Brains was fertile in its mind to pick up this line, the panacea for this ailing times, I believe. What we need is these days is this kind of resilience. We had any number of poems on it. Hope resonating, positivity pulsating over. The west wind becomes, as per Harold Macmillan, a wind of change. Dear friends, it is a mind that matters. Everything depends on the way we look at it. Even when we fall on the thrones, as Shelley put it, and bleed, when we look back, we can connect the dots. Your failings have empowered you. You have grown. It's all a repeat, life going in circles. What goes around comes around. Once the dust has settled, the blurred vision becomes clear. You fondly recollect the friendly faces that cheered your way with smiles, the kindness of the one hand that stretched out for you. One little act of unremembered kindness, as Wordsworth put it. Yes, dears, that makes our day. We have earned our tomorrow by the one good deed we did today. As Ibrahim puts it, let us grow into those lights that become shadows to another light. Let us grow into those lights that become shadow to the other lights, another light. Have I taken up much of time? Sorry, because this is a pet theme that always inspired me. Now, I'm going to my poem. I still believe, despite all the mired darkness surrounding us, somewhere there emerges a radiant world beyond the Miss Mountains. That is one of the poetic collection of mine. Beyond Miss Mountains, there emerges a radiant world. Here am I quoting to a small poem from the very book, as Prasanna put it, the book of the year. Water sings over the stones. As Prasanna put it, my style of writing is approximating the reality as such, I don't beddle much of subjectivity into it. So here goes my poem. Small short lines. The content is somewhere a forest is blooming. Only thing is, wait, wait, we must. That's the theme of this particular poem. Water sings over the stones. The quicksands of time sweep across, shrouding man's survival game. Where are we heading to? You can hear the sand drifting from the top and valleys throwing back their despair. You can hear the sand drifting from the tops and valleys throwing back their despair. It echoes, pervades the near, the far, while the pale horizons watch. No, out there, a flame awaits. You're a bird of solace, where water sings over the stones. The wind cools you. The cattle stand in wait under the trees to step down to the riverside to quench their thirst. Wait, wait, we too must, for the sandstorm to subside and the sky to clear up. Yes, dears, let's wait, work with hope for the sandstorm to subside and the sky to clear up. Thank you so much, fertile brains, for patiently listening to me and sparing time for me. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Mrs. Molly Joseph, for so insightful addressing. It is Shelley, the poet of powerful imagination. Thank you for such a remarkable speech and addressing.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Dr. Fowler.
And your poem is really impressive. So congratulations for your poem also.
Thank you, sir. Much humbled. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. It's indeed remarkable. I've been, I remained silent for a moment. It was, I've been, I'm just taking up all those words and into the mind. I'm just trying to, capture those things. And whatever you said was very, very, very relevant to current times, that reflect current times. And indeed, it's our honor to be having you on, to have, having your words, on the line, to be Shelley's. Such an honor, such a privilege for accepting your, grace. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for presenting your words. Thank you once again. And moving on, I would like to call upon, we have Poonam Chawla Sood. I think Poonam Chawla Sood left. Again, I could call upon.
I am here, Prasanna from Puneet Arora's phone, because my
Suhas Arora. Oh yeah, sure. Sorry, ma'am. Sorry, sir. Yeah, you could recite your.
Okay. Thank you so much. The name of my poem is Build Green Facades. In my heart, there is a dull, dilapidated house. In my heart, there is a dull, dilapidated house in which dwells memories from the past, in hope to revive, to survive against harsh seasons and times. Some memories are covered with snow, some with dust, some lie beneath dead leaves, waiting for spring to arrive through leaky roofs, fractured windows, cracked walls, or battered doors. After long years of wait, I brought a sapling and planted outside the memory house. Today, living a materialistic and mechanical life, I derive my sanity to face all odds from my heart, where the beautiful sepia-toned house is adorned by a lush green facade, Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for presenting the beautiful poem. Moving on, we could, I would call upon Harinder Chima. Harinder Chima. Ma'am, you are, yeah, kindly turn on your, yeah, sure. Recite, ma'am.
So thank you so much for having me here, and thank you so much, Kumar Prasanna and the Fertile Brains, for this opportunity. My poem for today is on the theme, If Winter Comes, Can Spring Be Far Behind? And the title of my poem is Hope for All Seasons. If you're going through a dark tunnel, there will certainly be an end. God transforms every end into a bend. Don't lose hope in a dark phase. Just believe in your to win the life's race. A single ray of hope can dispel all the darkness around. While looking at the sky, your feet should be on the ground. A foggy day cannot stop you if your vision is clear. Need I remind you here that if you are fine, everything around you is fine. The fog gives way to sunshine. And always remember Shelley's immortal lines. If winter comes, can spring be far behind? So be a happy soul with a positive mind. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Perfect ending, ma'am. Perfect line. Perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It's always an honor. Thank you.
Thank you,
Hope
ma'am.
for All Seasons is a good, beautiful poem with the rhyme scheme also. So don't lose hope in the darkness. This was the remarkable line from Harinder. Yeah. Congratulations.
I would, yeah, thank you. Now I would like to call upon Dr. Shalini Yadav. Dr. Shalini Yadav. Ma'am, kindly unmute your mic.
Yes, sir.
Dr. Shalini Yadav.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Good
But
evening,
we can't
sir.
see
Good
you.
evening, everybody. First of all, I would like to thank Prasanna sir and the whole team for inviting me and to give me this chance to read my poem here. I have created a kind of for winter and summer. For winter and spring, I have created two images like angel and devil. Like we can make it symbolic in a way, like suffering, pains, and happiness also, pessimism and optimism also. So the title of my poem is Verdant Again, and this is there is a symbol of angel and devil in this poem. Angels appear on the life's tree like a miraculous breeze, dousing everything around, hills and ground in harmony. Devils appear on life trees, day and nights the seas, daubing the boat and core. Earth and seesaw in melancholy. Angel so flexible to be on the anvil. Devil so stiff, a hard nut to crack. Angel and devil, we love and we hate. Angel play with our soul, but devil seduce our mind. But both beguile, both keep on changing and shifting, and we can't trust each season. Angel and devil, fickle and treacherous, equally amuse themselves. They betray human being and left us in lurch. We may be feeling sometimes in winter, frozen, but not spiritless, like a deciduous tree. Even after the leaves fall off and decompose, or might be frozen, we will remain in the soil or under the ice, like humus, and nourishing food for a seed sprouting again. And inside that seedling, we will be verdant once again. Thank you.
Wow. A strong optimistic poem. Dr. Shalini Yadav has compared good and bad, evil and angel, sorrow and joy, and all go all together. But one should be very optimistic, and one should not lose the hope for the betterment of life. This comes out from your poem, and congratulations for presenting such a beautiful poem.
Thanks a lot for this, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for presenting it again. A beautiful poem, and you're busy with your tight schedule. Like again, you made it out. You made
Yes,
out even.
actually. Yeah, lots of other responsibilities
Beautiful poem.
as a mother.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. And we are thankful
Thanks
to
a
you
lot.
for. Yes.
And you are
Thank you,
also
ma'am.
doing a great job inviting all of us, and you can say in a way we are meeting all here again and again. So this looks very good.
So it's like a family togetherness. So I think
Yes,
it's a
it
poetic
has become a big
togetherness. That's it.
family now.
Yeah, exactly.
Global
Ma'am.
family.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for blessing the occasion. And before heading to third lab, I would take request from Dr. Parvesh Sharia and Gilda Castro. Gilda Castro is here. To pass on the mic to Rupal, Dr. Rupal government to say a few words about the event and recite a poem. Dr. Rupali Sakargaon.
Hello, everyone.
Yes, Gelda,
Is it my
just
turn,
wait for
dear
you.
Prasanna?
Yes, Gelda, just
I
wait for you.
apologize. Oh,
Just
my
wait for a
internet
while.
is a bad sign today, but I will try.
Okay.
First of all, it's a great pleasure to be among all you, great and honorable poets. Inspired by Shelley's poetry, I'd like to welcome all you on my left with my lines entitled Positive Vision. As the hardest winter makes everything around gray, no play, no walk, no child's laughter, just dark clouds above. Till the intrepid and colorful spring comes by its golden morning's bloom. The bliss in our hearts comes over and over by such delightful aromas, covered in majestic flowers, adorning our days, inspiring our nights. So we are facing adversities with sweet smiles, positive thoughts, expanding the heart to the splendor of love and compassion, becoming life more sweet than a sugar plum. I welcome all you with this line. So let's start my lab, calling the talented poetess Manju Vikswabarti. Please, dear Elsie, come in.
Good evening, dear poet friends, and thank you, Prasanna ji, for the invite. My poem is entitled A Song on Spring. In the sturdy winter of thoughts, a spring beams at me from beyond the window pane, eager to embrace me in all its quirky wildness, like a bout of madness. And now I metamorphose into a tree that breaks into blooms, putting a period after the word winter on this page, setting the street ablaze with my blooms in fond anticipation. Thank you.
Wow. Great lines, my dear. Thank you for your presentation. Thank you so. Any consideration? Can I go ahead? Okay. Now I'd like to call the great poet, Mr. Prasanna Bhatta. Are you there, Mr.? Please present your poetry to us.
I think myself.
Yeah. Yes, it's your turn.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yes, sir, you are audible. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Sweet evening, sweet poetic personalities. Thanks at all, Kumar Ji, for giving a golden chance to recite my poem in this great platform. I think the story behind this line is when life looks cheerless and comfortless, never lost hope and aspiration to have achieved goal in life. So on the basis of this line, the caption of my poem is life is ups and downs. The caption of my poem is life is ups and downs. Life is full of ups and downs, moving along up and down. Life is a mixture of joy and sorrow. In every midnight, be a budding marrow. In every midnight, be a budding marrow. Life clouded with cloudy desperation. Life clouded with cloudy desperation, yearning peace, show love and affection. Solitude roams aloof from company. Solitude roams aloof from company, deserted moral ruin accompanied. Upsetting mind and gulfed with ill feeling, tries to shut out intensity dreaming. Shaky and shaky heart, embrashed and twined, perplexity and density weaned. Perplexity and density wind, determined to go solo and sign myself, whatever the winding road shows itself. Mentally set to get goals at any cost. Mentally set to get goals at any cost, to touch apex of success Everest. Yearning hope and trust against hopeless hope. Yearning hope and trust against hopeless hope. Ending patience, console myself with dope. Hope against hopeless hope is the life to get existence, to exist in this great strife. To exist in this great strife. Thank you so much for listening my poem. Thank you so much.
Wow, wonderfully written poetry. Thank you so very much for your participation. And now I'd like to call Mr. Pantas Panderutan. Please, Mr. present us to the phone.
Ma'am, he's not here.
Oh, okay. Let me go ahead. And now it's the turn to Miss Kabari Mukherjee. Please, for us. Are you there?
Yeah, I'm there. Am I audible?
Okay. Welcome, dear. Present us your poem.
Good evening, all luminaries. It's really a wonderful opportunity for me to be present here in this virtual event. Thank you, Prasanna sir. So today my poem on the theme. The title of the poem is My Bright Canvas. So here is the poem. From those open casements, whispered them both this dawn. From those open casements, whispered them both this dawn, the easterly related to me and the westerly informed. With the despair of my heart, they have blackened the azure, endeavored to mystify it, enshrouding with clouds. Apprise them I, not to darken the sky, summon them to shower as much, to let the clouds dissipate forever, to bring in that deluge, to awash my terrain, I invited the monsoon rain. For here and now, I wish to fly in azure sky, for I have taken out my rusted wings to soar high. I have dusted them, mending the crippled parts, giving a life anew once again. I summon the winds, convene the clouds. I summon the winds, convene the clouds, and declared this day, be it scorching summer, be it monsoon shower, be it autumn or fall, this soul of mine shall rejoice, for I have known, succeeding the harshness of winter, shall blossom a garden of spring flower. Thank you so much.
Oh, marvelous line, marvelous.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you
so very much, dear. And now, guys, I'm like to call Miss Navaskin Ulajin. Are you there, Miss?
No, ma'am. No.
No. Okay.
She's not here, ma'am. No.
Okay. So, please, Dr. Vicky V. Prasad. Are you there?
Yes, ma'am, he is there.
Okay. And now I'd like to call
Can you hear me?
friend.
Can you hear me?
Oh.
Yes, sir, we can hear you.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Now I'm in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for this chance to
Welcome
meet
here.
you all here. This is my first recitation. I am a practicing surgeon, orthopedic surgeon at that. A far cry from your usual poets. My attempt may be a bit offbeat for most of you. May reek of medicine. Please bear with me. Shall I start? Often with patients I face a perpetual dilemma. While I diagnose a serious case, they go into mental trauma. Depressed they become, unresponsive to treatment. To unknown fears they succumb, in spite of a fair chance of improvement. Then a psychologist's role I pull on. And gently to them I expound. The concept of P.B. Shelley full on. True, so unvarnished and sound. Winter followed by spring is nature's explicit creation, a way of emphasizing old you ring out and new you ring in. Never be disheartened. Low days are momentary. All turbulence will be event, for sorrow is followed by joy definitely. For sorrow is followed by joy, definitely. So I advise my patients to be optimistic and be positive. Thank you all.
Great. Congratulations for your participation. Congratulations. Yes. Now I have the bliss to call my friend Tony Tuan. Please, dearest, present
Can you-
us your voice.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes, very good.
You can hear me? Okay.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
All right. My poem, here it goes. The ice that melts from winter's end will feed the flowers of spring, my friend. The Christmas bells of winter's sound, now found as faded glory, while springtime sings its sacred songs to raise the morning glory. A long winter's stretch leaves a spring in your step, leaving winter's depression as springtime's pep. Just how far that stretches, no one can know. Mother Nature herself sets the time for her show. And that's it. And then you know me.
Beautifully recited, beautiful. Thank you,
You know
so
me
much,
and
dear. Thank you.
my art. I do my art, the springtime art. So there we go. Thank you for having me. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Our pleasure. And now I'm going to call a multi-talented person, my friend Richard Spisek. Please come in.
Thank you so much. It's wonderful to be among such an esteemed company. When I think about the when our theme, when winter comes, can spring be far behind, I think of it in so many different senses. And I wanted to take this in the direction to think about human time and our human condition. So I want to offer you this. It's called Ancestral Minstrels. Oh, ghost a day, although disturbed some might be to see the shaking, quaking of that old ancestral tree, they quite regular by my watch come stalking. I hear them quite nearly weekly talking to check our progress, we living have made since they took their bones deep to their grave. Have we let our aunties' beloved house plants perish? Do we living allow their urn to tarnish? Laugh they at the living's troubles yet when splashed by passing cars get wet? Still puzzled by the cranky boss are we? Comes the mumbling from that old ancestral tree. Back in my day, I hear old Grandpap murmur, we stood attention like a soldier. Now, instead, his old boss lies a dusty. No more does he his angry mustache thrust he. No more sturdy than that creaky chair o' there. No more lusty, all staid and unaware of that once quite savory lass who once we clerky types slow past. She's no more spry and lithe than such. Why, old Mildred now a musty, crusty, dusty, some worm lunchy lie. When Grandpaps deigns to wheezing pass, I no more quake when from his dusty grasp I chance to dance. Why, I always used to make him laugh. Whene'er now near his graveyard might I pass, I remember his dogs, old Jake and Marley, noisy they and cranky like a damned old trolley. I hear them blast those ancient barks, for as I long ago as Merlin's larks, he once was young as we seem so, and we shall soon enough from these charming pastures go. But soon, like Grampy, our time will pass, and of our petty stem or stern we'll only laugh, and pass into time a legend sure. So cut for grandma some pumpkin pie and just one more smidgen, dear, before I die. Thank you, my friends.
Wow, awesomely written and recited, my dear. Thank you so very much for your presentation.
Thank you. Namaste.
Now, I'd like to call the last person on my list, Dr. Dina Parayati. Are you there?
Thank you very much for the Thank you very much for the invitation. I really appreciate it, and especially K. Kumar, who managed to recruit me for this afternoon. It's afternoon in South Africa. I'm Dr. Dina Padiachi from South Africa, medical doctor, and my poem is a tribute to one of the people who took us from winter into spring and now into summer. The person is called Professor Dennis Brutus, and I call him the Mahatma of poetry. He was a poet, a professor of English literature, and he was at Pittsburgh University during his exile, and he spent time in Robben Island. So the poem goes like this: The Path of Honor. When we were helpless and violated, when your very name was illegal and could not be published, when your writing was banned, when it was impermissible to utter your thoughts, when you were shot by the South African apartheid police, when you were incarcerated with Mandela on Robben Island, when your bullet wound was kicked by the savage warder on Robben Island, your very survival gave us hope, dear Dennis. Your wife, your children, your career, your life were all in the clutches of a vile, vicious, merciless regime. But still, you did not falter. How could a sentient soul like you even exist, we asked, if there was no God, if we are not also God's creations, blessed with great intelligence, incisive perception, incredible vision, goaded by the overwhelming injustice in our native land, you forsook yourself, your family, your life. You volunteered everything that you are for South Africa, for the service of humanity, for the world. Imperfect as we are, human as we are, unethical as we can be, false as we can be, dishonorable as we can be, you still believed in us. You risked your skin for us. You were a target because of your service to us. You loved and respected us at a time when the powerful and the influential asserted that we are not worth loving or respecting. You believed in us, Dennis, when we were rejected everywhere, when we did not believe in ourselves, when everything in our native land, we were treated like vermin by the oppressor and the oppressed. You helped us believe in South Africa, in South Africans, when all over our native land, we were confronted by demonic depravity, unethical laws, sophistry, and unbelievable bad manners. At the zenith of the savagery, fiercely, you helped hold our South Africa's head up high. The light of freedom grew, illuminating our claustrophobic, circumscribed existence. Your life, your fearless voice, your tortured skin, your indomitable courage, your example helped nurture the light when too many of us were too scared to even think of liberation. You gave us hope when despair asphyxiated us like a shroud, stealing the oxygen from our lungs, exsanguinating the blood from our hearts. Like a being sent by the Almighty, you held us hope that somewhere in the distant future, there might begin a glimmer of civilization. There might even be liberation. Like a mythical being, Brutus fought on the side of the truth, on the side of the legally handicapped. Dennis fought on the side of the helpless and the poor, the barely educated and the brainwashed. Like an avatar of old, like a Michael Cervantes, he fought the awful terror. His only armor, his belief system, his value system, his sense of what is right and what is wrong.
Wow.
His life. Okay, I'll conclude it there. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Dr. Gina, for presenting us a fabulous thing. Thank you so. Well, guys, finalizing my turn, I would like to thank you so very much for your brilliant presence here. Okay, and would like to meet you again soon.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you for hosting the third lab. I would request Dr. Parvesh Shariyar to say a few words. Dr. Parvesh Shariyar.
Yes, yeah, that lab was hosted very beautifully by Gelda Castro, and that session was really highly appreciable. So, should I request poets to come and recite their poem? Dr. Prasanna? Am I supposed to request other
I
poets?
could call upon. Sir, I think I could call up.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I would go ahead, sir. I would go ahead. Okay. I would go ahead. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Gelda, for hosting the third lab, and thank you, Parvesh Shariyar, for handing over. And now I would call upon. And now I would call upon Dr. Rupali, ma'am. Before asking Deepanjan Bhattaji to wait for a few minutes, I will ask Dr. Rupali Sarkar, ma'am, to recite her poem and to say a few words.
Thank you, Prasanna, and good evening,
Thank
all
you,
my
ma'am.
dear
Sorry.
poet friends here. It's a wonderful thing that we are now thinking of other great poets who've written before us, and from them we are deriving these inspirations to write more. The pandemic, I think, was this great, the winter time for us was the pandemic, and there was still hope in our heart that the vaccination will be ready, and one of these days, we will all get cured. So Shelley was a revolutionary poet, and if we read this particular poem of his, we find that it has a lot to do with also the philosophical thinking of this of India, where the preserver and the destroyer Shiva is also represented in the west wind. Now I've just written this little poem, a short little poem. It's called A Promise of Spring. So winter is here after all. I can feel the ice touch the marrow in my bones. Its cold fingers have gripped me. Look, the window panes have crystallized the brittle chill. Mist has dimmed the evening street lamps, and halos have formed magic circles. A decade has gone by. He promised he would return. The battlefield is empty now. Have I waited in vain? So many winters have come and gone, followed by summers bringing warmth and springing daisies covering the brown earth. Seeds burst and let out shoots. Frozen rivers thawed and flowed again. I know the hard ice will melt and spring will come again. I shall wait for spring and for you. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for presenting your beautiful poem and along with your, introduction too. Thank you. And now I would request Deepanjan. He is considered to be an contemporary Indian Shakespeare, I would say. His little brother, Deepanjan Bhattacharya. Deepanjan.
A very good
Yes,
evening to
my
each
brother.
one of you.
Welcome to the show and
Thank you so much, sir. It's like a privilege for me to be here because not often I'm getting opportunities. I mean, time crunches are there. So today, this evening, it's a great delight for me to be a part of this beautiful poets, a beautiful session altogether. So I'll apologize at the beginning because I haven't written something based on the theme, I guess, but then I have one poem that I'm going to read out. I think you people will like it. So let's start with the poetry. So the name of my poem is Winter Tide. It's Winter Tide. The cold night just disappeared moments air. And now I perch beneath the tenderly hazel sky. 'Tis my share in abundance, I quaff the layers till I succumb to the brute hours passing by. I behold the tiny leaves decay and fall, and the earth being enfolded in Xanthus duets. Vibrantly winged birds through cerulean heavens call. Their amorous squeaks herald brighter fates. Of miles to yon lands where the skies are white, and ivory canvas enwraps the crust, snowflakes rain through lone bleak nights and cloak the distant waves of dust. Morns to obscure, yet skies are feebly bright. Clouds are yawning, wide with sleepy pair of eyes. Quivering men of homes after dreary night walk o'er bare white roads neath the snowy skies. Yet for me, 'tis warm beneath the scald shine, bleak nights gone for hours, let me bed in glee. Ere the day falls frail and sky turns brute carmine, let me fate the morn as the birds too gay and free. So this was one of my poems about winter. I think, yeah, I'm done with my poem. Thank you.
Thank you, Dipanjan. Thank you for presenting your beautiful poem. I mean, you said it doesn't relate to the theme, but it is very apt and it is very particular to the theme. I mean, it is very much suitable to the theme. Thank you for presenting your beautiful poem.
Thank you so much. It's a great privilege.
Now I would call upon Layaba Humanity.
Thank you very much.
Layaba.
Am I audible?
Yes, you are audible.
Yes, you are perfectly audible.
Okay. Thank you very much. And this poetry I wrote before 2 days, but I remember that it is related to this topic. And the name of the poetry is You Are With You. When the hardship is severe and noise of troubles, when poor mind towards decay and breath breaking bubbles, no help from anywhere, and you have a broken string, when the heavens pile up and darkness sinks, when you ask what this time asks for, it checks patient knowledge of yours. Will I say accept what is going on? No, no. Dare the challenges, reject the defeat, call self-confidence, stand on your feet, give up inferiority, curse all the sorrows, learn with today and create your tomorrow. Are you gone to ashes? Are you retired? Hey, you are struggling. Hey, you are on fire. Have you fallen like a leaf? Are you dead inside? See, you have questions. You are still alive. If accept, then you are over. Believe that you are a beginning. Don't think you are a disease. Consider yourself a healing. Whose support are you looking for? Your support with yourself. You are with you. No one can break whatever the situation. Can't depress you any rejection if you have your own support. If you have your own support, if you are with you, if you are with you. Thank you very much. I'm done with my poetry.
Brilliant. Dr. Parvesh Sharia, sir.
Yes, you are supported by yourself. There is no one to support you. So it's a good message in the poem of Laiba, Humanity. So congratulations from my side.
Thank you, sir.
And the way she recited, this, very emotive and powerful, in fact, I would say. Congratulations, Laiba, you made it.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, young poetess. And now I would call upon Misra. Mick. Mick, you are very much on the show, so kindly turn on your mic. I'm just trying to turn your mic on. Mick Misra.
Very much on the show, so kindly turn on your mic.
I have.
I'm just trying to turn your mic on.
Can you hear me?
Yes, Mick.
How are you? I thought I was 42. I was listening on Facebook. Okay, here it is. Hello, everyone. The roses I keep in the garden are dying. The halo around the moon is shining. The tree branches in the trees are swaying, and I'm sitting outside with my feet up. I turn my attention to the moon, that the sun brightens each clear night, and I can still see it smile in the dark. Such is the joy it brings. I take advantage of holding an empty glass and toast to the cold night air. Throw on a jumper for warmth. That's the way it is when stillness takes hold. And the roses remind me that the heart is in the halo whilst the wind rustles the leaves. I'm enjoying the singing of crickets. Nature blossoms for all seasons. The light through the prism is a rainbow. Those fleeting moments, capture that picture. A halo around the moon, roses in the gardens. Sometimes you steal them. A kiss, an embrace, rested in each other's arms, the parade of our own making. These are uncertain times, war rages, floods, fires, pandemic. In this volatility, hold on to each other and dearly savour what you have now. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Mick.
Thank you. Thank you.
Dr. Parvesh Sharia.
Yeah, very marvelous poem. And there is a love for nature. And Mick Misra, like all the 4 seasons, because all season has its own features. So it's a good thing in this poem. I congratulate him. Mick Misra, congratulations to you.
Yeah. Thank you, Mick. Thank you for reading out your poem, and thank you for this. So, Dr. Parvesh Sharia, with your kind permission, I would like to read out Dr. Lata Prem Shakya's poem. She sent her poem to read out.
Yes, please. You are most welcome.
Okay, sir. Thank you. Here it is. Her title of the poem is Stream of Life by Lata Prem Shakya. Life, conglomeration of colors, peacock dancing rhythmically attuned to the nature's flow. Inconsistent, the stream of life often disrupted with the rocks falling without ceremony. The stream diverts, finding new pastures to resume its journey. Life, a bundle of contradictions, winnowing and sifting the right choice made. The fight in the Lamb and his mighty father, the mighty pillars of support, assuring the birth of spring after winter. And that's her poem, Lata Prem Shakya. Such a wonderful poem she presented. So, that's it, sir, from Lata Prem Shakya.
Yeah, it was really beautiful poem, Spring of Life. Yes, so it should always be flowing.
Spring of life.
The spring of life. Here, spring means a little fountain also. So, season. As far as season is concerned, everyone like
Yes.
So receive congratulations for her.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. I think we have pretty much finished our social, so I think it's time to wind up and to say. Sir, we're waiting for.
Yes, we can do it because everyone has recited their poem, and it was a really beautiful evening. We all sit together and recite and listen the poem of each other, and we remember the P.B. Shelley also. So great poets are always immortal. Their thought never die. So we all presented our poem, assimilating with the thought of P.B. Shelley. And P.B. Shelley was a romantic poet, and he was very optimistic. But somewhere he has written, I would like to read out here the quotation. First our pleasures die, and then our hope, and then our fears. And when these are dead, the debt is due, dust claims dust, and we die. So this is the ultimate truth. But when we are alive, we should prove it, live like a living being, and we never give up the desire. Because if there is a desire, there is a dream which will drive us away, which will move us away. And life requires dynamism from us. So we should not ever stop our journey. So this journey of life is beautiful. It might be there sorrow come and other bad thing come, but life still go on. So we should be optimistic and never be afraid of any hardship of the life, like winter wind, harsh winter wind. We must dream for the betterment of life and hope for the spring in our coming life. So by these words, I would like to conclude the address and concluding note also. So, Prasanna sir.
Sir, go ahead, sir. You could give your vote of thanks.
Thank you.
So who is going to thanks? Give the vote of thanks.
Yeah, you could. You could, sir. Go ahead.
Okay. So thank you everyone, and more particularly to Prasanna sir, Prasanna Kumar ji, that he always give us opportunity to share our experiences and feelings and joys and sorrows. It is very good thing. Otherwise, there are so many social groups. I have participated in them, but Prasanna, here specifically, I would like to mention here that Prasanna Kumarji always give a new person to host the program. That is a good thing. This is my first experience, so there might be some errors also, mistake also. So I would like to beg pardon from all of you if I have committed or any nuisance. So, and I hope that in future also Prasanna sir will give such kind of the opportunity to other poets also. There are some novice poet and reverend also. So all of them sitting together, we are actually learning from each other. And this learning process never ends. So whenever we recite our poem, we realize our mistakes. And whenever we listen poetry recitation by others, senior and reverend poets, we learn how to recite. So this kind of learning process is going on, and it should be never ending. Life is meant for learning. So each and every moment we are learning. So I'm grateful to Prasanna sir, and I'm thankful to all the poets who have participated in it from across the world. And good night to all, and may God bless you all. Thank you so much for coming and participating in this beautiful evening of the poetry recitation meeting. Thank
God bless you also, Dr. Shahryar.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bless you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you for presenting. Thank you for taking along the program so beautifully and with your patience and with your reviews and all. And thank you. We'll see you, my dear honorable poets, who all graced the event and made this event beautiful. We'll come up with a new theme and new line. And I would wholeheartedly extend my thanks to Dr. Rupali Sakarman, who, in fact, that credit goes to Dr. Rupali Sakarman, who, suggested that idea of, having that line of PB Shelley. So it entirely goes to Dr. Rupali Sakarman, and thanks Tony Tuang, my sister, Snabata sir, Gelda, Nick Meza, Jennifer, Dr. Parvesh Shariyar sir, Dr. Janata Ramnathan ma'am, Bijo, and everyone out here. Thank you. With a hope that we'll come together with a new team. Thank you. Bye bye.
Okay, bye. Good night.